Hey, Yael. So here's the horizontal scroll. So first, I just want to quickly walk through the normal horizontal scroll. So you'll see that at the bottom of the screen, we have this line here, and this is going to control the movement of my container with my images. And so as this black line is traveling and scrolling through the screen, that's controlling the movement of it going horizontally across. And then once the line completely finishes scrolling, that's when we finish kind of scrolling regularly on the site. Cool. So that is what we are going to build for the repeater, something similar. So to get started, we're going to start with our blank section here, and we're going to turn on advanced sizing. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to add 4 rows. So I'll do 4 rows total, and then I'm going to change them all to VH. Cool. The first one I'll do about 20. This one I'm going to do about 60. I'll do 50 for this one, and then 100. Cool. So to get started, I'm actually just going to change this section to gray here so we have a clean background that we can see everything. And I'm going to start by bringing in a container. So I'll bring in a container into this first row. I'm going to take the color off, and I'm going to turn on the advanced sizing, and I'm going to make this 100%, and the height will be 20 VH. So we don't want to stretch this. We want to size it to be 100% and then 20 VH. And then I'll just bring in a title really quickly. Oops, click the wrong thing there. And I'll just call this Testimonials. Cool. Now we can start building the animation. So I'm going to bring in another container. Same thing, I'm going to take the color off this container and turn on the advanced sizing. So this is going to be 300 VW. And the height I'm going to set to 60 VH. I'll go ahead and dock it. Cool. And I'll add some padding. So I'm going to do about 2% on the sides. That's a bit much. Let's do 1%. And then on the bottom, I'm going to do 3%. Maybe let's do 2. Cool. And now I'll bring in my repeater. I'll change these cards to white so we can see them. Cool. And I'll add about 6. I'm going to come down here to number of items and increase that number to 6 so they're all going across. And I'll go ahead and stretch it. If this happens to you where the padding is not correct here, I'm just going to go to container, change my height to auto, and then change it back to the 60 VH that we had. Cool. Looking good. Great. So into the repeater, I'll just add a title and a paragraph. So we have something like this for our testimonial. Cool. Now that we have that built, so inside of the section, I'm going to bring in a line into this third row. So I'll bring this line here. I'm going to stretch it, and I'm going to take the color down to 0 so that we don't see it while it's scrolling. Cool. With the line selected, I'll just go into the animations and effects. We're going to go to scroll and add a scroll animation. So the animated element, we're going to choose this second container here, which should be this one right here. And the animation type is going to be out. We're going to select move and then adjust animation. Our angle is 270. Our distance here is going to be 200 VW. And we'll bring the animation area to the beginning. So you'll see as we scroll, we already have that movement happening. Cool. Last but not least, leaving out of the animation, I'm going to select my container and I'm going to set that to be sticky. I'm going to put a top offset of about 25 VH. And then this first container here that has the testimonial title, I'll also set that to sticky and leave the offset at 0. Cool. So now if we go into preview here, we have the motion of the testimonial card sliding sideways, and then it continues scrolling after that. Let me just add another section underneath here really quickly so we have a bit more scroll space. And I'll jump into preview again. Cool. So we have the horizontal movement happening, and then it continues to scroll as regular. Let me know if you have any questions.